Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today is a DIY on how to fix a loose collar on your fragrance bottle. I've seen this a lot with a lot of high-end fragrances, I wouldn't necessarily call it high-end, but like PDM, a lot of niche. The bottle that we have today is Givenchy Gentleman Cologne, and pretty much this is what I'm talking about, guys. So you have your bottle, right, with the crimp seal right up here. You have your collar right here, and then you have your cap, okay? So the collar is supposed to slide on, right? Or it's not even supposed to slide on. I mean, it's supposed to stay around the crimp seal. And then when you put your cap on, right, this little band right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is what makes your cap click in place, right? Because there's a thing in here that makes it stay on. So pretty much what happens is over time, or I've even seen new bottles do this, where you put the cap on and you hear it snap in place, and then when it's time to use the fragrance again, you take the cap off and the collar comes with it. So I'm going to show you guys how to secure your collar onto your bottle, and you'll never have to worry about it coming off ever again, I promise. And there's only a couple of things that you're going to need for this. First thing you're going to need is some J-B Weld. Now, all of my mechanic guys out there, you already know what this stuff is. But for everybody who doesn't, it's pretty much like a liquid cement that hardens. I like to use the J-B Weld Kwik set. This sets quicker, it hardens quicker, because I think normal J-B Weld is like 12 hours, and I believe with the Kwik set, you only need to wait 6 hours. But anyway, you just need some J-B Weld Kwik set, something to mix it on. I like to use cardboard. I just tore this off of a package, and a mixing utensil. You can use a Q-tip. I don't really like to use Q-tips just because of the cotton can get on everywhere. So I like to use toothpicks. And if it will focus, there you go. I like to use just standard old toothpicks. So I'm going to show you guys how to mix the J-B Weld. So let's go ahead and move this out of the way, because I'm doing this on my knees behind the camera. And the last time I was on my knees, guys, I was at church. So this is how you mix J-B Weld. You're going to take equal parts of the J-B Weld. So you're going to take equal parts of the hardener, which is this one, and equal part of the steel, and mix them together. Make sure that they are fully mixed. And I'm going to do this live on camera, and it doesn't take long. And guys, you do not need a lot. You do not need a lot, just a little bit, okay? But for, I guess, showing you guys, I'm going to use a little bit more than what I normally use, because I fixed my Performance Layton bottle over there with this exact same method, and it works flawless. So let's go ahead and get going. So I do recommend you wear gloves while doing this, because this stuff does burn. It burns my skin, at least. So you just got to put a little bit on here, and I'm trying to do this. Like I said, I'm behind the camera, so you definitely don't need that much, but you want to take about that much and then pretty much match it with the steel. And when you do this, guys, you are pretty much on a time crunch, because you don't really have long to mix these both together. And look, I already got some on my finger, I think, and it's gonna make my finger burn. So you just need, I'd say that's about even. I was never really good at math, but and you want to make sure that none gets in the cap like it just did with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe that off. Next, you take your mixing utensils, and you're going to want to mix this stuff together. So see, I'm mixing it together. Now, black and white makes what? It makes gray, okay? Or I think it makes gray. Guys, I could be wrong. But you just want to make sure that it's equal parts and they're mixed together completely. And if you hear little footsteps on the ground, those are my little dogs on the and one just went out the doggy door. So we're just mixing. Now I believe with the Kwik set, I think you have about like 5 minutes before it starts to set. But don't worry, guys. You don't need a lot of this stuff, and so I'm just making sure it's thoroughly mixed. So once it's thoroughly mixed, I think that's pretty good. That's pretty black, but it is what it. I mean, it is a tad bit gray, guys. I mean, I don't think you guys can tell. Maybe you can. I don't know. I can't really. It is a little gray. Anyway, you want it like a grayish black color. And see how much I'm putting on this toothpick? About that much. You take your collar and you want to put this stuff, guys, where it's going to contact the crimp seal on the bottle. So you want to put this stuff, and you know what, guys? I actually will put it on here. I will put it on the crimp seal. Oop. I don't know why I have such shaky hands today. I would not be a good surgeon. I would not be a good surgeon at all, because I'd be messing this up. Yeah, guys, look. You guys probably think I have like Parkinson's or something, but I'm actually kind of hot. I didn't really eat anything today yet, but you don't need a lot. I don't know why I'm putting up. Yeah, okay. So you don't need a lot while I'm putting a lot on here, but you just want to make sure that you don't get it on the yeah, that's a lot. Well, anyway, we're gonna make this work, guys. We're gonna make this work, because I ain't going back. I ain't going back to prison. These are the thoughts that go through my head as I'm making a video for YouTube. I cannot believe this. Anyway, so make sure you put this stuff back on the cardboard, okay? Now, this is pretty sloppy, but it doesn't need to be this much. Anyway, guys, you go ahead, you get your collar, and you want to slide this thing on. Just slide it on nice and slow. Now, obviously, if I wouldn't have put so much on, it wouldn't look like this, but you want to make sure that it's slid on all the way. Okay? Like this. And I will grab a napkin real quick and wipe up the excess. Well, I'll grab a tissue and wipe up the excess. Alright, so we're wiping up the excess now. So, just wipe up the excess, guys. Oh yeah. Yeah, we doing it good. We wiping this thing up good. And I just touched it. Awesome. I'm going to have J-B Weld on my fingers now. So you want to make sure that the collar is fully seated, guys. And that might take a little work. You might have to really press it on. And so once you're satisfied, once it's completely on. So it's completely on, guys. I'm not going to worry about it touching the bottom. I mean, I don't really remember if it ever really did fully touch the bottom. But just make sure it's centered. Make sure it's even. And make sure you never get any of this J-B Weld on the atomizer or say goodbye. It's never going to go nowhere. Anyway, after you're done, you want to put some pressure on the glue and stuff, okay? You just want to put pressure on it. That's how it cures. And so you just put the lid on. What I did with this is I just kind of flipped it upside down, and I put it in its box so it would stay upright. This didn't come with a box, so I'm just gonna turn it upside down like this and put it in my my dresser drawer with all my colognes. And you basically, guys, you let it sit there for like 6 hours, and you come back, and your collar is never coming off ever again. Trust me, it will never ever come off. So I hope this helped, guys. Obviously, just run it through again. Some J-B Weld mixing and some patience. That's all this ever needs, guys. Or that's all you're gonna need. Don't put as much as I put on. Of course, I put a lot on when I'm doing it live like this. But anyway, guys, I hope you learned something. Thank you so much for watching the channel Loc'd. And remember, you can do anything that you put your mind to, guys. Please believe that. And stay safe out there, because it is a crazy world. And I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Okay, guys, just a little quick update. No, it has not been 6 hours yet, but I just want to tell you guys, because I just thought of this now and I forgot to mention it in the video because I didn't think of it then. But I did get the collar on. It's fully seated. And what I did was I tapped it. I tapped this outer ring here, the outer collar, with the flathead blade, and it fully seated. Now that I think about it, because the reason why I'm making this little extra part at the end of the video is because if you can find a closed end wrench, guys, that will just like not fit over the collar, but just fit over the atomizer, you can tap it and it will seat it. And I just thought about that. Just tap it with a hammer, like put the wrench on and then tap it with a hammer, and it will fully seat this thing all the way down. And I'm gonna let this cure for 6 hours, guys, and trust me, it works. The collar will not come off unless you destroy the bottle. So yeah, guys, all right, see ya.